Like, what is it about the hero that speaks to? Because everybody has like one or two heroes that they just absolutely love.
I mean,
regardless of how good they are in the meta.
I mean, I've been a TI spammer ever since she was added in Dota 1, basically. When she came in, I just felt like this hero has so much potential, and nobody wanted to play her, basically. So back then it was a hipster thing. Then I just fell in love with sideblading people. I think about it all the time.
Yeah,
I sit there on the panel. I got Jenkins and Shiva on my right. I just think I could hit Jenkins right now. And, you know, like, shit like that plays out in your mind, you know? Like, I'm obsessed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you've played enough Dota to have like these dreams that are like semi-Dota related, where you're doing Dota stuff, but in real life, and it's just like you wake up and you're like, what have I done with my life?
Dude, I think I'm one of the streamers who put in the most amount of hours to my streams. Sometimes it's hard to separate reality from Dota.
It definitely has. I remember when TA came out in Dota 1, I was really excited. It was, I don't remember if she was actually called that or it was just Lanaya. I think it was Lanaya.
Yeah, I think she was Lanaya, the Templar Assassin, from the start. Yeah, heroes had their double names.
I was really excited with her, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool hero. And I played her like 6 games in a row. I lost every game. I was terrible, and I haven't played her since, literally. Well, unless you count Aghanim's Labyrinth, because she's great in Ag's Labyrinth, I think.
Despite the fact that they stole Refraction from her and put it on Omni Knight. But yes, sure. That
is an odd choice. But of course, melee heroes are so incredibly bad in that mode. They needed something, you know?
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
That makes sense.
I'll teach you TA later. I'll make you a spammer too.
Okay, sounds good. I could add to my hero puddle of 2 heroes, so good stuff. Eve is actually getting forced out of lane for now in the top, being beat away by both Husky and Z-Freak. So he's actually going to miss a little bit of XP here. See how crucial that ends up being, though.
Yeah, he ends up not having to TP, though. They run back to the lane quickly with Snapfire. Maybe they could have forced out a TP level 1 there.
So this does start out as a pseudo tri-lane of sorts. I'm not sure how long Z-Freak is going to stay in the vicinity. What do you think about this start for Zoomers trying to pressure the safe laner?
We've seen it a lot in the European region as well. This is a bit Team Tickle's trademark thing to just go tri-lane from the start, and then you can play it flexible from there. I like what they're doing, set up some success, but meanwhile, OD, of course, is being alone on bottom lane, so he's fending for himself.
Yeah, I think the cool thing about that is obviously Moo's going to get more levels as a result of this, but there's not a ton of kill potential yet. Like, Moo should be fine in the next, like, however long it takes for a second member to finally catch up to him. So I guess the play is to just disrupt Wraith King's farm at the beginning of the game as much as possible.
Yeah, it's all about trying to get yourself an advantage on your carry versus the enemy carry. So they're trying to give Luna an easier time than Wraith King here. But they're doing the best they can on bottom with a pull by Rubik, making sure OD's not getting anything really.
Okay, I have to ask you this. I know this is an off lane technically, OD, and it's against a Rubik. And I know Moo goes Meteor Hammer every single time, basically. His top lane, Eve, is getting extremely low. Ignite. Looks like he'll walk it off. Do you put levels in Astral Imprisonment?
Well,
after seeing what Sumail just did?
He's got 1 point in it, trying to just use it for laning. Oh, I expect him to go for Meme Hammer. Because it's a bit different when you play mid versus when you play this off-lane role that he has. If he was to go for a right-click build, I think he would be useless in this game compared to a mid OD who has more space. Also, that game was incredibly slow-paced. I think this is going to be a higher-paced game.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, top lane already, we're seeing so much aggression at this stage. I mean, if you compare the CS between the position ones that are in these respective tri-lanes here, Eve has 7-0 CS versus 14-4 Costa Bile. So, thus far, the 4 Zoomers laning stage top is going very well. And actually, Husky is going to come down to the bot lane to accompany Moo.
I think the big story is that Moo has 11-2. Like, that's pretty damn impressive, being alone against Mars and Rubik until now. I think Moo has played a fantastic early stage here. But yeah, the tri-lane, you know, it did what it set out to do. Now they can just play normal.
Yeah, Moo. Oh, he's going to get speared after the telekinesis, but there's the cookie to try to save him. Ooh. Looks like he might go down here. It's going to be close, though. Divide Llama, not another spear for 6 seconds, and he will live. But there is no salve. We'll just have to wait for the tango.
Yeah, slowly regenning up as well. But he wishes he had the Ring of Health right now.
Ooh. right, Spear's not going to connect there for Devilon. So while we watch this lane, talk to me about the Elder Titan pick. Obviously has some good setup with OD, and I'm basically all the heroes. It's good synergy overall.
Yeah, I think Elder Titan in this game is going to provide the control they want to set up some of their things. Like they talked about it on the panel that the Imprison and the Ether Remnant are synergetic. You get even more of that with the Stomp as well. And there's also the fact that he's playing against the Wraith King, who's going to summon a bunch of skeletons sooner or later. That's more damage and armor for Elder Titan to use if he hits them with his Spirit.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you don't even have to use the Astral Spirit on camps while you TP to the other side of the map. You can just put it on the freaking skeletons. That is true. Of course, that was, I don't know how long ago it was. That was eventually nerfed a bit. It used to be way crazier.
Oh yeah, you saw some meme videos with the one-shots on that. That was disgusting.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if there's a more... Okay, Wraith King, his crit is... Okay, if it's just a casual attack without an ability, there's nothing more satisfying, I think, than the right click of Elder Titan. Just the animation is so satisfying when you have damage applied to him.
It's a good punch. They're trying for Luna.
Yeah, Wraithfire Blast, and you see the Echo Stomp from Z-Freak hitting all 3 members of Wildcard Gaming, but will likely cost him his life, although he has a bunch of move speed now with that Astral Spirit, but it's not going to be enough to get away. So First Blood, the way of Wildcard Gaming, and Costa Bia is going to take heavy damage. Oh, might actually die here. Fire Blast with the Feybolt. Eve in the vicinity with the Wraith Fire Blast is going to connect. The Fairy Fire was procced. Costa Bia is burning away very slowly, but looks like he's going to live.
Oh, there's one
get
more.
Another Ignite here, but there it is. He can TP, but it's not going to have time. So Ignite finally will result in the kill. We'll see how much it's going to cost him. It's going to be at least the Ogre, a couple TPs from 4 Zoomers, as Alex looks to likely be next on the list. But they do take the Luna. Alex actually uses the Fairy Fire, but it's not going to be to any avail here. Double kill for Z-Freak.
Yeah.
Nice turnaround there for 4 Zoomers.
I like the aggression, the Ogre level run at them aggression, but maybe they played a little bit too far on the tower there in the end over on Wildcard. But I appreciate when an Ogre player just knows that he can go. He didn't have much, he just acted as a body.
And lane we haven't really talked about, mid lane, Esk pushing a bit with the siege creep here. 39 and 12 versus the 35 and 0 Gunner.
Dude,
The fact that he hasn't gotten to deny is kind of crazy. I know there's Scream of Pain to work with, but I don't know if I've seen that in recent memory.
That's really impressive. Void Spirit has good last hit damage as well, so
yeah,
Queen of Pain has done a great job here.
Yep, Sammy Boy might be in some trouble here, surrounded by 4 Zoomer members. Trying to delay the inevitable here, but Z-Freak on a killing spree. He is 3 and 1 thus far.
He has 900 gold now. I wonder what he's gonna opt to go for. There are a lot of different builds that you can go when you play ET. He wants to go for the face boots and punch. Is
Hell yeah.
in the end gonna be the build. Totally behind that. Also the Hood of Defiance there, yeah. A lot of magic damage, of course, to block. Not gonna go for the Meme Hammer then, and he's also not maxing Imprison, so this is probably gonna be a tankier version of OD. Rather than relying on Meme Hammer Imprison, he's just gonna be a frontliner. Okay, that's a third option that we that we weren't thinking about.
Yeah, that's surprising. I mean, usually he does go Meme Hammer. Is it because maybe somebody else he's expecting to, like the Z? I mean, Z-Freak's going phase boots, then it's maybe not Meme Hammer.
It's fully the fact that if you don't max Imprisonment, you don't want to have a Meme Hammer, and he doesn't want to max Imprisonment because Rubik is in the game. It's as simple as that. It's just Rubik gets countered if you don't level your Imprisonment.
Yeah. So we'll see how that works out, because like you said, it is different that he's in the safe lane, but the mid lane is still quite different in nature to what Sumail was able to do in the previous series. Sammy Boy. Oh, okay. Gunner just walks into the Fire Blast and Sonic, or the Sonic Wave. My goodness, what the hell happened there? Absolutely deleted.
Yeah, I think he didn't expect to just get clicked there. It seemed like a bit of a misplay. He even had Fairy Fire already.
Yeah, Moo in the meantime. He pops his hood, still has 10 wand charges, and Sandy's Eclipse to work with, so Sammy Boy has to be a little bit careful here.
Sam?
Should be able to get the kill easily if he wants to use it. Oh, he might be bursted down before he can, though. Man, that was very close to a double kill.
Yeah.
Gunnar might be able to clean it up for himself. Finds one.
If he just clicked that Sanity clips a little bit earlier. He was very greedy, though. He wanted double kill on OD. He was not okay with just using ulti for a kill.
Yeah.
Too greedy in this case.
Z-Freak in the top lane. So Costa Bile doing quite well in the farm department. Wraith King still a little bit behind. And we talked about, I mean, this is obviously a different matchup. Wraith King versus Terrorblade versus Wraith King Luna. Luna can jungle way faster.
Yeah.
Costa Bile is going to get gone on, but here is the rest of 4 Zoomers. Moo is in the vicinity. There's the Sandy's Eclipse, but Z-Freak gets the kill on Alex. And it looks like he might get a double here if Divine Llama is not careful.
One more
Still
beam.
Working on the armlet for himself. Beam into right click. Z-Freak finds it. Double kill for him. He is 5-1 on a support Elder Titan.
Yeah, that's the Z-Freak that I remember. Been a while since I watched his Dota. He's playing really well here. That is a typical hero for him to play as well, where he can just rush at the enemy and do an impressive amount of damage. He was up at 130 plus damage from the Spirit.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, when I think of Z-Freak, I still think of Mirana, even though he doesn't really play it anymore.
Yeah.
Just probably I mean, there's not that many Mirana players, but one of the best Mirana players of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Days.
He's fantastic at reading, you know, limits, I feel. He pushes himself to how far his hero can go.
So Armlet now online for Eve, as he's going to be pushing this bottom lane, which looks to be uncontested. That'll even up the towers.
So Ogre is going for the Fire Blast 2 points and no point Bloodlust yet. I would like to see early Bloodlust for the Wraith King to really steroid him up and farm. It's even great for the Queen of Pain. But this does increase his own burst damage, I suppose. Having some Fire Blast points.
True. Yeah, once they get that online, it's I mean, not many heroes better with Bloodlust than Wraith King. As Moo, he's gonna get surrounded here. Here's the gank, and he has resigned his own death. Uses the same. Oh, that was Alex actually stole the Sandy's Eclipse. Didn't really do much, but Moo will die regardless.
I love how slowly he dies, but he knows he can't TP out because they're just holding telekinesis the entire time. So he has no choice but to just stand there. He's going for a Midas right now. It looks like on OD, by the way. The fallback Midas after Hood. That is not what I expected. I am perplexed, Sunsfan.
Well, I think I'm gonna help you out here. All right, this is the next level thinking. Not only do you get extra gold, okay, you get the attack speed, which is going to be very important when you only have 1 level of Astral the entire game. As Eve will be taken out 1 time, Gunnar has the Aether Remnant to set it up with the ult coming out from Z-Freak, so Eve will likely find his way to the grave. Indeed, he does, but the rest of Wildcard Gaming have arrived. Divine Llama has his arena available if he wants to use it, but they'll find the Constellation kill on Husky instead.
Odie, you're so slow.
He is very slow, but they don't have any catch right now. Looks like Divine Llama is going to be dropped by Gunnar.
Yeah, okay, that turns out pretty good for Zoomers.
Able to get out. Yeah.
I think this boot to travel on Void Spirit is making stuff happen right now. Look at him moving around the map. He's, you know, taking part in a lot of different skirmishes. His lane wasn't great against the Queen of Pain, but he's starting to have more impact across the map, I feel.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's a 3-1-0 right now versus Esk, who's 2-0-1. But a lot of those kills were... Well, actually, the whole thought is 3-man smoke now from Wildcard Gaming. Husky might be tanking the gank here. And it looks like that is definitely going to be the case, as long as it's not Costa Bile on the Luna. Although Husky's staying alive a lot longer than he originally thought. And Gunnar is going to try to set this up with potential kills. He's going to find Alex, so 1 for 1. And Sammy Boy's going to be taken out as well, so ends up being a nice turnaround for 4 Zoomers.
It's hard for a Wildcard to fight without Mars, I think. And this smoke rotation really is difficult to take when you don't have your biggest teamfight spell there. If they had Arena, maybe they could have pressured for more. But now their mid tower is going to be on fire from Luna.
I am not looking forward to seeing OD on my team in pubs getting Astral level 1 because I feel like this is a higher skill cap
Yes.
thing that pro players can take advantage of that maybe the average person think they can but can't.
This is one of those things where people will do it when there's no Rubik in the game even. It's like, no, I saw this. This is the build. Well, do you know why it's the build?
Right. Oh, Z-Freak is going to be able to TP out.
Very nice hiding spot there. Yeah, happy about that one.
Indeed. Costa Bile has his Dragonlance Yasha, so working on the Manta style. Eve. Does he really not have more than this? I figured he'd be halfway through his Dessel already, as Sammy Boy is dead. Divine Llama actually uses Arena, but not able to catch anybody.
Yeah, Void Spirit is a difficult hero to lock down, so that's the downside here. They're trying to bring him down.
They're doing a lot of damage to him right now, but Costa Bile is there with the Eclipse. Set up with that Echo Stomp, although they're not going to hold him in place exactly, but they're still going to get 2 kills, including a very valuable one on Esk. And Divine Llama looks to be next. He is armlet toggling to a high degree. Lucent Beam, just need a little bit of burst damage. He's doing a really good job, actually.
Oh.
Finally able to get the kill for Zoomers. Just playing so well today.
That was the biggest impact level 2 Lucent Beam Eclipse I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It secured 2 kills. Just those 2 points in Lucent Beam. That was very nice. Yeah, Luna is having a fantastic game here, and now we're gonna start to greed up the enemy jungle. And like you said, the Wraith King is just not really keeping pace, but that's where I was hoping there would be that steroid from the Bloodlust, so he could match the farming pace. Because if it's just Luna and Wraith King both farming, then she will farm faster.
Yeah.
Look at this Eclipse.
Still no value point. I mean, when you commit to getting fire or to getting Bloodlust, is a casual level good enough, or do you need to like go fully ham on it?
Oh, 1 level is really great, I think. Because it's already 7% movement speed on level 1, and all the subsequent points are just 2%. And of course, the attack speed is same thing there. You get 30 attack speed and then just 10 more per level. So I think you get most of the value just by having 1 point in it. I don't understand the second point Fire Blast. Maybe it was a misskill even.
Yeah, possible. Moo definitely not misskilling that that Midas. It's still in his quick buy. He's gonna get Arena though to start things out. A lot of damage coming out from the Sonic Wave. And it looks like Moo will take a tumble here, but it takes a lot of effort to take him down. Gunner in the meantime is low HP. You can see the Mortimer's Kisses. Not quite enough to take out Sammy Boy, but Costa Bile's come to play. No Eclipse for another 30 seconds. But Alex is gonna be the consolation, so 1 for 1. Good trade for Wildcard here.
Yeah, in the end,
everybody came too.
Yeah, in the end they get the better trade. They did use their Arena for this, and the Queen ulti in combination, but I think it was very well needed. Speaking of the Hand of Midas in OD, by the way, it's back there. He was queuing up a 4-staff, and then he was like, nah, we just won mid-team fight. Now I can go Midas again. I love to see those little intricacies in players' decisions. It's like, oh, I won a team fight. Now I can go for a greedier build. Oh, we took Roche. Now I can go more aggressive items.
Yeah. And I think if he could see the net worth lead, although it's not massive, even just being relatively even in a game like this, it feels okay to go Midas now, honestly. But we'll see how it works out.
I think it's fair to go for it here because the game is not super high pace. There are a lot of skirmishes, but the amount of tower pressure is not super high right now, and that's the main important thing as to how dragged out the game is going to be.
It does feel bad to not have it at 17.5 minutes, though. I will say that.
Yeah, still committing for the no Bloodlust, going even more points in Fire Blast.
Wow, yeah.
Maybe he's prioritizing.
No, he's not going to have a choice soon.
Yeah, true. Sooner or later you'll have to. Wraith King is sitting over there like, please.
I mean, we've seen a lot of stats taken today, so maybe he'll go down that road as well.
Oh, true.
Possible.
The POS 5 skilling stats, new meta.
You never know. BKB now online for Esk, so look, I would assume they want to get very aggressive with this. Does that line up with anything on Eve's side? He has... Is the Deso coming? Yes.
Yeah,
okay,
he's got
it's
the
actually
Deso.
perfect timing for them.
Yeah, it's really good timing because they also have the Blink Dagger on Mars. I feel like they just finished core items on all 3 cores, so...
Wait, did Moo change it again? I think he's going 4-step now.
oh no.
Unless it's coming on the current. No, that's not it. Okay, yeah. Back to 4 staff.
This is his team telling him, "Don't do it, don't do it." He's like, "But
Well, now that I'm looking at it, like I thought it was going to be fine, but with this BKB Deso timing for Wildcard,
yeah,
it would feel pretty bad to have Midas as your follow-up.
4 staff is great against Rubik as well, and these stun heroes that you see on Wildcard. If someone gets telekinesis, you can 4 staff them out of it. You know, try and save them.
Now, I'm assuming that they've been doing this build in pubs as well, but do you think they were watching the series prior with Sunmail?
The low level imprison. It's sort of common, like not super common, but it's not it's not unprecedented. That's what I want to say. And I think enough people have played against imprison Rubik that they never want to play against it again. All it takes is one game, and you will understand why you do this skill build against Rubik.
Oh, into the Roche pit, Wildcard goes with the smoke, and they are going to be scouted by the Astral Spirit. Oh god, there's not a worse hero to fight in Roche pit against an Elder Titan. He's not even remotely close though. They go to the high ground of the triangle here, and you can see 4 Zoomers a little bit split up right now.
Yeah, what value this ET Spirit is giving. They just cannot take Roche. It's not going to work. You're going to get stomped, and there will be bad stuff happening.
Divine Llama does have the blink. There's the arena. He's not going to catch anybody, though. Z-Frick is too fast. The spear barely connects. He's going to attempt to TP out now. They don't have vision. They do just at the final moment. The Fire Blast cancels it. They have 30 seconds to take Roche. No buyback for Z-Frick.
They dealt with the source of the problem, then back they go. But this is a lot of space and time for Luna. She's pushing bottom with Manta, and she's coming mid. They're going to smoke and contest this.
Yeah, they don't have arena, so and Elder Titan's going to be up in 15 seconds. They can definitely, at the very least, delay. But this is a Deso.
There's Snapfire ulti. Could be dangerous here.
Oh yeah, that's true. There, Gunnar jumps in. He's going to get stunned right after that. There's the Mortimer's Kisses doing so much damage. That's 1 dead right off the bat, and the life of Wraith King is down. Gunnar takes the Aegis and the Roche kill. Disaster for Wildcard Gaming, and now Eve left to his own devices. His team has abandoned him. Alex with a nice steal, but how much will it matter here? He actually just stays in place to do a little residual damage, but it's going to cost him his life as well.
Yeah.
4 Zoomers. So well played here.
That was underestimating the other heroes on Zoomers. It's not just the Elder Titan, and it became a little bit too obvious that they were going to go straight back into Roche. Look at this snap ulti. It's dirty, combined with the Void Spirit.
Yeah.
Mars just disappeared.
They have a great pit fighting.
And they get Roche.
And really, the main thing that Wildcard has for fighting in the Roche pit is arena. That's like the main thing, and they used it on the outskirts just to be able to kill the Elder Titan, so they had nothing to really fight with.
Yeah, that was super greedy by Wildcard, as we see now the Aegis over on Void Spirit, and he is 800 gold away from having an entire Aghanims as well on Void Spirit. He's looking super strong.
Good. I can't remember the last time an Aegis was held by somebody not named Wraith King today. I feel like every freaking time it's Wraith King.
Dude, I'm so happy Wraith King didn't get it. I'm tired of it.
Switching it up. Nice to see. Thank you, Gunnar. But yeah, Ag's pretty close. He's going to get that double resonant pulse, able to silence. And the question is, what kind of... I mean, BKB is being built by Devi. BKB still being built by Wraith King, but the Ag is going to come first, so that's going to be pretty devastating. Devi Llama trying to armlet toggle, but it's just too much damage.
That was a good Remnant. He caught him there, setting up. The Lucent Beam from Luna is playing such a nice part in all these skirmishes. Just the mini stun, you know? Setting up, making it easier to catch people. And he finally has his Midas on Odie. He's so happy now.
Oh, he went it after...
Yeah, he switched like 6 times, dude. And then it was like, yeah, we won this Roche fight. Never mind, I'm going back.
What is the point? You could get close to finishing the game. I really don't understand the point of Midas now.
The best part is that he has 4 staff already now as well. So he basically got the 2 items really close to each other anyway.
All right, well, at the very least, if they do end up winning this series, and Moo is one of the people... It doesn't matter who they interview, actually. We need to know what the hell's going on with the Midas. As we can see the Sonic Wave. Looks like it's going to be enough to take out Elder Titan at the very least, but it's going to cost them an Ogre. Esk now on the run. Has that shard.
Yeah, just going to have to get out.
Something out of it.
just gonna have to get out, but I mean, Luna keeps farming, the Void Spirit is split pushing. I feel like all the time Zoomers are doing a good job controlling more of the map. Like, they're getting more of the farm. They have the lion's share of the map right now.
Yeah, and Gunner's Ags, I believe, is being delivered now, and I mean, like we talked about, Queen of Pain has BKB, although it's on cooldown right now. Mars is pretty far away, and even Wraith King, relatively, he's like a full recipe away, so...
There's a disastrous timing right now for Wildcard, where if they force fights before these 2 BKBs come up, then you can't really stand anywhere. You're gonna get stomped, you're gonna get Lucent Beamed or Eclipsed, and there's Snapfire ulti. Even just an OD.
At the very least, they should know that he has Ags, because he showed in lane there, so it won't be a surprise. But even if they don't fight, this is just all the map control for the most part in 4Zoomer's favor. They're just going to increase their lead just by getting more camps at this stage.
Yeah, and Wildcard kind of stuck in their base with 3 heroes right now, so they can't even really look for pickoffs. 4Zoomers going up, finding an
Sammy boy. Looks like he will die here.
Is he
1 and 7? Man, having a rough series.
Is this game gonna be over before he skills Bloodlust? I wonder. He even took the talent.
Yeah.
He's like really... I thought the Bloodlust was a big part of why they drafted Ogre in this game, but I must be completely wrong.
Not to focus on Sammy boy, because he is position 5. It's hard to stay alive in games like this, but in this series, he is a combined, I believe, 1 and 20. I think he was 0 and 13 last game, so...
Yeah.
Rough stuff.
He's just priming for a Malco word one day, you know?
That's true. Well, he's got a kill, so he's already ruined that. As Gunner able to take out Alex. So anytime any of these supports come out of their base, they just die. And this is ballooned now to a 10k lead for 4Zoomers.
Yeah, Zoomers are now kind of strangling out Wildcard by taking over their triangle as well. And they're going for the last outer towers here by pushing bottom. I think Wildcard have to make a move, but it feels so rough to say that when you don't have your BKBs. They do have one though. Wraith King just finished his.
Yep, Mars is still 1,000 away from finishing his. At the very least, the Aegis has been consumed.
Luna with a
So
full
Gunner is
Scotty,
killable, technically. Yeah, Costa B, the BKB, Manta, Dragonlance, Scotty,
Oh, they see him.
Moo, well, Midas. Oh, Gunner, he's getting stun locked in the trees, but they don't really have, okay. They do have good vision, but not a whole lot of catch after the fact. Either way, 4Zoomer is going to play this the conservative route.
Yeah, no reason to overcommit into a bad fight. They realize everyone is there and ready to take the fight, so they're going to back out.
Looking forward to Z-Freak potentially finishing his Ags this game. He's halfway there. You get the spell immunity after using Astral Spirit.
Yeah, 2 seconds per enemy hero affected. That's really big. I'd love to see that.
Used to be more broken, though, I think, right? Didn't it used to activate right away or something?
Yeah, it was some immediate thing where you got it. I can't remember exactly how it worked.
It was definitely better, but still very good. We don't see it very often because it is a support in all likelihood. As Esk. Yep.
BKB4.
Sammy Boy died, but we didn't bother mentioning it because it's happened so much this series. But
in the same spot as well.
Yep, indeed. Just trying to get those D wards off. They're going to find Divide Llama as well. This is turning into good old-fashioned stomp for 4Zoomers. Not what we were expecting. And again, just to remind everybody, after this series, if 4Zoomers continue on this trajectory, they will be tied with Wildcard, who were originally tied for 2nd place. So,
oh, they can maybe kill her here too?
He has Blink available, but not able to get out. Dead again.
Yeah, Zoomers are just in their comfort zone, like they're completely owning the map. And I think Queen of Pain dead for 50. We're gonna see a Luna high ground push with this. She is farming for now though. Maybe she wants even more. What is she buying? Crystallis. Oh yeah, going for a Daedalus route.
Yep, good stuff. And they finally de-ward this Tinker ward up here as Moo working on his BKB. Sammy Boy, you know, when I say his name, you know what that means.
Stop saying it, Sunsan. Oh no.
Yeah, that's true. If I just don't mention it, maybe it won't happen.
Yeah, just start calling him Ogre instead.
The Ogre. Level 1 Astral Imprisonment. Divide Llama does get a nice stun lock onto Moo. Can they follow it up with anything? Cookie's going to save him, and now Divide Llama's just going to get attacked and killed. So these engagements are not even remotely close. 4 Zoomers absolutely styling on Wildcard. And they just pick up a bunch of kills in domino effect, essentially, and can now go for racks.
Yeah, Luna is
Anytime
attack
Luna
move mode.
is at this stage, scary.
She can just right-click down the base, you know, attack move ground and see what dies. Look at these glaives.
Yeah, not even Wraith King can stand up to this.
No.
Has fallen.
And they're going to back out.
Freebie racks, and Roche is also up and running. So
it's just bad news all over for Wildcard. This Roshan, it feels like they have to get over there with the smoke and contest it. But look at Zoomers. They're just sitting there. They expect it. Look at Luna. She's just sitting over there waiting on the high ground like, yeah, come. Contest our Roche.
yeah,
Yeah, they're coming.
see if they even bother trying to fake out Roche, where they put somebody in the pits that he gets scanned.
I mean, they are smoked. They're coming, but they're going low. Maybe they're not even heading towards Roche.
Here. Esk has the Orchid now in addition to his BKB. Obviously, with all the BKBs on the other side, not going to have the biggest effect. I think Moose just gets delivered as well. So that is... Oh, I thought that Gunner had one. My mistake. So they don't have that many BKBs. Just the 2.
Dire are
Yeah.
scanning.
I mean, Gunnar has a Shivas instead, though. That's paired
Yeah,
up
he's
with
strong. He's pretty good.
Ioscotty, you just can't heal anymore.
Oh, Gunner, he forces out the BKB from Esk. Saves the Astral there for him. Pops the Shivas. Eve, that's the first life. Just in the blink of an eye, he goes down. And now he's completely surrounded. He's dead. 52 seconds. The Quap goes down as well to Gunner. And 4 Zoomers getting literally everything that they want. GG's even called before the high ground comes.
Yeah, I mean, you lost
So
your pulse
4
one.
Zoomers take game 2 in convincing fashion.